I do want to turn now to details today about Bernie Madoff's life behind bars and how he feels about his crime. The man who duped investors out of about $65 billion has reportedly already become a bit of an icon in the jailhouse. New York Magazine reporting that Madoff's jail family includes a former mob boss and a spy. Apparently those are the cool kids. And in case you were thinking Time in the Slammer has softened the scam artist, you should listen to what inmates report Madoff offers about his scheme. He says, "F my victims. I carried them for 20 years, and now I'm doing 150 years." Effectively suggesting that his victims were greedy to begin with. They wanted the easy money. He was giving them the easy money, and he's the one in jail. They were the ones taking the easy money, and they never had to go to jail. Joining us, as you can see from Las Vegas, Larry Levine, founder of Wall Street Prison Consultants. Does characterization of Madoff as a cool guy in the jailhouse strike you as valid?
I think the dude's a scumbag, and he thinks he's King Khan. I mean, I've met tons of inmates, people that have done worse crimes than him, less crimes. They all showed remorse, and this guy's got no remorse at all. And the people that are cozying up to him, they're scumbags too, you know? You do a crime, but you got to have remorse for your victims, and he doesn't, and that's not right, as far as I'm concerned. And I've talked to other people who are former inmates, they all feel the same way.
I mean, not only does he not have remorse, he says, "F my victims," apparently, that his victims had it coming effectively by virtue of their own greed.
I disagree completely. People put their trust in him, and he screwed them. And, you know, I read the reports. He says the only thing he regrets is he misses his wife, Ruth. Well, you know what? Maybe in the future, he'll be somebody else's wife, and he'll know what pain is all about.
If you were to... Larry?
I'm right here.
Whose wife would he be?
Well, maybe somebody who, let's say he ripped somebody off. Somebody's relative came into the system, and they took Bernie into the shower and had their way with Bernie. You know, anything can happen in these institutions. And I don't mean any disrespect to the people Bernie are hanging out with, because when you get into a closed environment and a closed society like that, you become close to people. They become your friends. That's your life. You know everything that's going on within them, but they all have remorse. I'm sure that the convicted spy, I think that's what, Jonathan Pollard? I'm sure he regrets what he did, and he would like, I think Israel wants him to come to Israel. The mob boss that's in there with him, I've got a lot of respect for him. I mean, but it was all business. He did not go after individual people and charities, and that's what Bernie did.
But does it surprise you, to the extent to which the reporting is valid, that he would be viewed with a high-status position as opposed to the low-status position that you offer? You would hold him in were you to be in the prison with him. Are you surprised?
I think that the majority of the people are just sucking up to Bernie because he's got some notoriety, and they can say, well, you know what, I served time with Bernie Madoff. I've got celebrities and such that I did time with, but I don't name drop. And these people, they're just looking for some advice for Bernie and trying to get what they can out of it. I don't think they really respect him at all.
All right. Listen, Larry, it is always a pleasure when you join us on this program, and I mean that. Larry Levine with us from Las Vegas.